Why do I look young? That's going to be the topic of this video. Because there's a lot of people out there saying that I look young, or, or I shouldn't look my age because I got all this estrogen, and which is clearly not true. And for one thing, these people and people that are watching my video do not know my hormone levels. Okay, I've never shown anybody my hormone levels. So for somebody to make a blatant statement like that is very inaccurate and very immature. So a lot of people then have been saying that saw palmetto extract is not good for me, that I shouldn't be taking it, that it's making me feminine, that it's giving me too much estrogen. And that's the reason why I look so young for being 25 years old. Well, I just want to point out that there's many reasons why I look young. For one thing, my dad looks very, very young. Actually, most of the people in my family, my sister, my brothers, my dad, we all look really young. So it's genetic, too. And my grandpa is almost 90 years old. He's in pretty good health, and he also looks really young for his age. So it's got to do with genetics. I'm not saying totally, but there is a little part that genetics play into that. The other thing is that I eat a very healthy diet. I eat a whole foods, low fat, high carbohydrate diet. I eat rice, beans, sweet potatoes, lots of fruit, lots of vegetables. I take in a lot of minerals. I take superfood powders like Vitamineral Green, Vitamineral Earth. There's not very many 24-year-olds that I know of that do all these different things. There's not many 24-year-olds that I know that are that conscious and concerned about their health. And of course, so they are appearing to be much older because of the rich Western diet, because of their unhealthy eating, and also given the fact that a lot of these young guys my age go out drinking and smoking and take drugs. I've never once ever drank alcohol in my entire life. I've never once smoked a cigarette in my entire life. I don't use drugs, not even over-the-counter drugs. And I was pretty much raised up in a home where my mom always cooked homemade meals. Also, I tend to wear a hat because of receding hairline. Because I like to wear a hat. I like to make myself more presentable. And of course, by wearing a hat and going outdoors, the sun always doesn't directly hit my face, but I do make sure that I get sun exposure at least 15 to 20 minutes on my body, my arms, and my legs and stuff like that in the summertime, so that I can get my vitamin D. But with lack of sun exposure always directly hitting on my face, I'm not aging as fast as someone that's always getting direct sunlight hitting on their face. So that's another reason why I look young. I take care of my skin. I use rosehip seed oil. I use shea butter. I use coconut oil. I use a lot of good, organic, quality, healthy oils and butters that are very regenerative for our skin. Not many 24-year-olds that I know that are taking really good care of their skin like that. There was this guy, Bernardo LaPaulo, who's 110, who shared his story in Age Less, Live More, which is a good book that I highly recommend people should check out. And he's got a picture of him in there when he was 24. And he actually looks even younger than me. So I guess everybody would say that this guy, he shouldn't have looked that young for his age either, and that he was so feminine, and he had all this estrogen too, which is so stupid. But other than that, I want to give you guys a little bit of history and a little bit of facts about saw palmetto extract, okay? Saw palmetto extract is an extract of the fruit of Serona repens. It is rich in fatty acids and phytosterols. It has been used in traditional, eclectic, and alternative medicine for a variety of indications, most notably benign prostatic hyperplasia, also known as BPH for short. Its efficacy for this indication is in dispute. Now here's a little bit of information about its use as a traditional medicine. Saw palmetto is used in several forms of traditional medicine. Native Americans use the fruit for food and in the treatment of a variety of urinary and reproductive system problems. Surely now, we wouldn't call the Native Americans overly feminine and highly estrogenic and estrogen dominant, would we? Because they too use saw palmetto. And it's saying here, for many, many years, this is what they used. And the Mayans, the Mayans, the great Mayans who used cacao, it says the Mayans drank it as a tonic. And the Seminoles used the berries as an expectorant and antiseptic. So clearly, it's been being used for hundreds, if not thousands of years as medicine. And even men have used this. Actually, the great herbalist Dr. James Duke takes saw palmetto. He recommends it for people that are losing their hair. Because yes, saw palmetto doesn't help inhibit the enzyme 5-alpha reductase so that you don't get too much DHT. DHT is an extremely important hormone, but when you have a genetic predisposition to male pattern baldness or other things that you don't feel very comfortable with, saw palmetto can really come to the rescue. Because it's not that it eliminates DHT, but it basically creates a nice balance and helps your male hormonal system as well as females. It just helps to balance out the hormones so that you aren't producing too much DHT and you aren't producing too little DHT either. And yes, I can grow a beard, and I understand that DHT is responsible for beard growth and these other things, which is very important, and I'm glad that a lot of people brought these things to my attention because I looked into it and researched it myself. So, the other thing here is that it says a book by Susan Hales in 1898 describes the saw palmetto fruit as a staple food item for the Seminole Indians. Wow. So even, the Indians back in the day actually used the saw palmetto as a staple food. Now clearly we wouldn't go around saying that these Indians were dumb and all estrogen dominant, because those are the exact kinds of people that Weston A. Price studied who showed to be in remarkable good health and very masculine and strong. And I'm not weak. I'm a man, and I'm 25 years old, and I find it extremely rude when people make remarks like that about myself and attack my character. And if anybody does those things, you'll just be blocked or, I won't give any attention to that. I want to bring in good information that's true and accurate and help educate people, but also help people to understand, why it is that I look young. It's actually a good thing that I look young because it means that the lifestyle that I'm following is working for me, and I feel good and I can think. So, it also says here that saw palmetto has also been proved useful in irritative cough, chronic bronchial coughs, whooping cough, laryngitis, acute and chronic asthma, tubercular laryngitis, and in the cough, and I can't pronounce this word, but it says it also acts upon the digestive organs kindly. It improves the appetite, digestion, and assimilation. So yeah, it's a very healing, nourishing herb that's again been used for hundreds, if not thousands, of years. And it's very good for your prostate, because a lot of people have an enlarged prostate because of an overabundance of DHT. And yes, there are studies showing too that DHT can lower an enlarged prostate. That is true as well, and I'm not saying that it's not. Now, there is a supplement here that I take, and it's called Prostate Health. And the reason I take this isn't because, I'm not taking it because my prostate's enlarged. I'm taking it because it's been helping my hair. And all these herbs in here are natural and healthy and good for you, whether you're, a young adult or an extremely old man. This will be beneficial for you. It says here, and by the way, Gaia Herbs is a very good company, high quality. I don't take anything that's low quality or from a bad company. I take high quality things that are usually wild crafted and organic. And I do spend good money on the things that I have. Now, for prostate health, it's main function is to support a healthy prostate function, but it's also necessary for men's overall well-being and quality of life. This is what Gaia Herbs states on their website. Gaia Herbs Prostate Health Formula supports metabolism of male hormones and provides antioxidant protection with a unique blend of botanically derived ingredients, including pomegranate, white sage, green tea, nettle root, and saw palmetto. And also they say they have another product, plain saw palmetto, and it says that saw palmetto optimizes metabolism of male hormones and promotes healthy prostate gland function. And they use a supercritical CO2 extract of this herb, delivering 376 milligrams of extract with 320 milligrams of fatty acids per serving. At this strength, just 2 capsules a day provide the same amount of constituents used in successful human clinical research. And I always recommend if people are going to use something like this, that they get the highest quality possible. And again, if people want to be rude, and call me names and try to attack my character and try to misrepresent what I'm saying on my channel, then you should also, go ahead and say that about all the Native Americans that use this, all those other kinds of people, Joe Mercola, there's a lot of guys, a lot of people that take saw palmetto. And it's not doing what all these other people are telling you it's doing. They're just trying to make me upset. They're trying to attack my character. And that's not what I'm about, and that's not what I want this channel to be about. So, I hope that I gave some good reasons of why I look young. And the other thing is that I always try to keep a positive attitude. And, I don't lead a very stressful life. I live on my own. And, like I said, I take really good care of myself. I drink lots of water. I don't eat any bad foods. I eat a whole foods diet, and I take in a lot of antioxidants from fruit and vegetables. And I'm living the life. I'm living the life, and I feel good. I feel happy, and I'm just presenting it here to all of you on this YouTube channel. And with that, I hope that we all can get along and all learn something, and stop with all the negativity and attacking one another. So, if I hurt anybody's feelings, I'm sorry, and with that, I want to continue and move on now, and just bring some really good, powerful information to all of you. Thanks. Bye.